So for this chapter, I'm going to discuss with you area computations. So why do we need to learn on how to compute for areas? There are a number of important reasons for determining areas. One is to include the acreage of a parcel of land in the deed describing the property. Other purposes are to determine the acreage of fields, lakes, or the number of square yards to be surfaced, paved, seeded, or sodded. Another important application is determining end areas for earthwork volume calculations. In plane surveying, area is considered to be the orthogonal projection of the surface onto a horizontal plane. So ito yung one of the reasons why we learn or why we compute areas. If you try to look at title of lands, nandun naka-specify doon kung ilan yung area nung parcel of land. Napaka-importante ng mga areas, especially sa mga lote for private and public works. Kasi doon mo makikita kung saan yung kung hanggang saan yung boundary ng isang lote sa isang lote. And with dahil sa mga areas na to, mas madaling makita kung ano yung value ng lote na yun. Okay? So that is area computation or area. There are methods in determining or computing the area of a certain lot or a certain parcel of land. And maraming methods, but I'm just going to discuss with you 3 methods for this subject. One of the methods used in the measurement or calculation of area is by geometry. When we say by geometry, a tract can usually be divided into simple geometric shapes or figures such as triangles, rectangles, or trapezoids. The sides and angles of these figures can be observed in the field and the individual areas calculated and total. So, dito, sa first method na to, we're going to use what we have learned during our lower years, yung napag-aralan nyo during your geometry and trigonometry. So, for example, itong lote na to, this lot is bounded by points D, E, F, G, and yung stream na ito, itong stream, and points L, B, C. That is the boundary for this lot. And to compute for the area of this lot, we try to divide this lot into geometric shapes. As you can see there in your screen, ang pinakamadali is triangle. So this is area 1, area 2, area 3, area 4, and area 5. Now to compute the total area of this lot, we have to take the sum of each areas. So we have to add area 1 plus area 2 plus area 3 plus area 4 and area 5. Yan yung total na area ng lote na to. Again, this is by method of geometry. So we have to subdivide this into geometric shapes. What you see there in your screen are the formulas for the determination of area of a triangle. Bakit triangle? Kasi triangle, di ba, 3 sides, ito yung pinakamadaling figure na pwede nating gamitin to determine the area of a certain parcel of land. So, itong mga formulas na to, I think you have already discussed this during your junior and senior high school. One of the formulas na pinaka-familiar tayo lahat kapag sinabing area ng triangle, that is equal to 1/2 of base times height. When we say base, if this is your triangle, diba? Pinaka-common sa ating lahat yung right triangle. Ito yung right 90 degrees. Let's say if this is the base and this is the height. Pinaka-common sa atin ito, so the area of this triangle is 1/2 of base times height. Another equation we use in the determination of area for the triangle is this one. Have you encountered this equation? So ano yung A? Let's say ulit, ito si triangle. Let's say ito si side A. Wait, ibahin ko. Let's say ito si side A, ito si side B. And this is angle C. Angle. Di ba kung ito ay side A, the opposite angle of that is angle A. If this is side B, the opposite angle is angle B. If this is angle C, the opposite side is side C. And so to determine the area of this triangle, that is equal to 1/2 of A times B multiplied by sine of angle C. Another equation we are using for the determination of the area of a triangle is using the Heron's formula. You also encountered this during your high school, wherein Heron's formula, the area is equal to the square root of S multiplied by S minus A times S minus B times S minus C. Wherein your A, B, and C are the lengths of the sides of the triangle. So ulit, if this is a triangle, sorry. So if this is the triangle, let's say this is side A, this is side B, and this is side C. To determine the area of this triangle by Heron's formula, we need to get the parameter, half of the parameter of this triangle. So when we say half of the parameter S is equal to 1/2 of A plus B plus C, therefore the area is equal to this equation. These are the common, ito yung mga equation for or formula for the area of triangles that we can use to determine the area of triangles. Again, this is used if your method is by geometry, wherein you subdivide your lot into different geometric shapes. Baka no panunutan nyo kan, ay, timabalin lang gayam ka triangle. No, this is just an example. Pwede rin namang i-divide ninyo yung lote. Mixture siya ng triangle and rectangle. This is just a review of what you have learned during your high school. What is the area for a rectangle? If this is the width and this is the length. For the area of a rectangle that is equal to length times width, I hope yung iba sa inyo, hindi nyo ito malipatan dating na equation. You need this especially as we go on with our topic. How about for a trapezoid? Diba? This is an example of a trapezoid. Let's say this is base 1, this is base 2. Base 2. And let's say this is the length of your trapezoid. Again, this is just a review. What is the area of a trapezoid? So let's say this is my A, this is my B, and this is my H. Ang ginamit nyo, okay, H. So to get the area of this trapezoid, you are correct. This is equal to 1/2 of A plus B multiplied by height. Right? So I hope you remember all these equations for the determination of areas for different shapes or different geometric figures. You need these formulas to determine the area of a certain parcel of land. No, malipatan nyo dagiting equations, you may adamot dagiti available na formulas through net, or you may ask your colleagues. So for these are the equations for the triangle. Another formula you have to take note, especially in trigonometry, pagdating sa triangle. Ulitin ko, triangles, kasi yun yung pinakasimple na geometric figure na pwede mong makita in a certain parcel of land kapag pag dinivide mo na siya. Other equations we use in trigonometry. Okay? So what you see there in your screen is right triangle. When we say right triangle, one of its angle is a 90-degree angle. Yan ang tinatawag nating right triangle. Okay, let's say if this is let's say side this is angle C. Always kapag dito ang angle C, yung opposite side nito is the side C. Okay? Kung ito si angle A, always the opposite side is side A. If this is angle B, always the opposite side is side B. Paano kung given itong mga values except for side B? Yan, for right triangles. Ano ang gagamitin kong trigonometric function para makuha ko yung value dito sa may side B? Dito na papasok yung pinag-aralan nyo during your junior high school, trigonometric functions. Do you remember this? So, katawa ko siya ko? So, kung ang hinahanap ko ay si side B, side B ang hinahanap ko, meron akong value ni A, may value ako ni C, may value ako ng angle A, angle B, and angle C. What is my equation tap no maalak di side B? Sine of what? Since this side of B is unknown, and automatic dito sa may figure, my hypotenuse is C, so surutak lang di equation, di hypotenuse ko kat C, that is the hypotenuse. Since the unknown ko ngay kat B, dito ti pagbalinap nga opposite. Anya di angle nga opposite ni B, that is sa angle B. Therefore, the sine of angle B is equal to opposite of angle B is side B, divide it by the hypotenuse C. Okay, so this is the equation tap no maalak daytoy side B. Di ba kung naktatay given dagitoy nga values en, di lang adda ti question mark na ti awan ti value na. Iso nga no daytoy ti usarok na equation, no input ko di calculator, maalak jay side B. Last one. What if given ni side A, given ni side B, given di angle C, angle B, unknown daytoy angle A. Given met lang di hypotenuse. Anya ti ikastak tapno maalak di ay angle A. Again, using sine. Sine A, angle A is unknown. What is the opposite of sine of angle A? That is side A over our hypotenuse C. Okay? So I hope we are clear on sine. Itong ka na ito, that is the cosine. And that is equal to adjacent over hypotenuse. Okay, pag adjacent, if this is angle A, ano ang adjacent side ni angle A? The adjacent side of angle A is side B. Tong towa, that is the tangent of the angle, which is equal to opposite over adjacent. Cow, that is cosine of a theta, that is equal to adjacent over hypotenuse. Siya, that is the secant of the angle, which is equal to hypotenuse over adjacent. And co, that is cotangent, divide it by cotangent. Cosecant, that is equal to hypotenuse over opposite. Okay, so itong trigonometric functions, these are used for a right triangle. Do not forget that. Itong trigonometric functions, these are used for right triangle. What if yung triangle ko, hindi siya right triangle? Let's say, this is my triangle. Okay. Composed pa rin siya ng angle A, angle B, and angle C. Now, kung hindi na right triangle yung triangle mo, hindi mo pwedeng gamitin yung trigonometric functions. So, ano na ngayon ang pwede kong gamitin para makuha ko yung mga sides? Kasi, di ba, in a triangle, may tatlo tayong angles. If this is angle B, this is side B. If this is angle A, this is side A. If this is angle C, this is side C. So, anong gagamitin ko ngayon na function para makuha ko itong mga ito? Let's say, unknown si side C. Pero given na yung mga angles and the two sides. Anong pwede kong gamitin para makuha ko si side C? Again, you cannot use this sokatawa kausyako kasi for right triangles lang dito eh. You have discussed during your junior and senior high school about sine law. Have you, what is sine law? Or, anya ti malagip yu iti sine law? When we say sine law, ito siya. Malagip yun, data nga equation. Naadal yun, data di high school yun, di ba? So, ang sabi ng sine law, the sine of angle A over side A is equal to the sine of angle B over side B is also equal to sine of angle C over C. So, kung unknown si side C, we can use sine of A over A is equal to sine of angle C over side C. Yan. We can use this equation, this sine law, tapos masolve ko dito yung side C. Given ni angle A, given ni side A, given ni angle C, masolve ko dito yung side C. That is sine law. Again, dito yung sine law, this is used especially if your triangle is not a right triangle. Okay? Another law you have to take note in dealing with triangles that are not right triangle, meron tayong tinatawag na cosine law. Cosine law, baka nalipatan nyo lang. Ulitin natin. Let's say this is side B, this is side C, A, and this is side C. Let's say ang unknown ko ay si side A. Unknown si side A. This is unknown. Meron akong value ni side B. Meron akong value ni side C. Meron akong value ni angle A, ni angle B, at saka ni angle C. So again, using cosine law, I can solve for the value of A using cosine law given this equation. Malagip yun, dating equation. So, kung na-design law, let's say, unknown, di may isa nga side ni triangle, kat given di duwa nga side, given din yung opposite angle nung side na yun, A squared is equal to B squared plus C squared minus 2BC cosine of A. If you try to look at this, if this is side A, yung angle dapat na i-consider mo, yun yung opposite na angle. Do you remember this cosine law? Malagip yun, dito cosine law. Okay. Another na pinag-aralan ninyo, what if ang unknown dito ay hindi si A? Pero ang unknown dito ay si B. If unknown si B, B squared is equal to A squared plus C squared minus 2AC cosine of B. Kung unknown naman si C, C squared is equal to A squared plus B squared minus 2AB cosine of C. Okay? So these two laws, itong sine law and cosine law, itong dalawang to ang mostly na ginagamit natin to determine the area of a certain parcel of land. Okay? So again, what I have shown you are just a glimpse of what you have learned during your trigonometry in the junior and senior high school. Okay? Let's try to solve a problem using geometric figures. For example, for this data, survey data, you're required to find the area of the lot. So, ang lot natin, given yung mga lines and the bearings and the distances. So, if I'm going to sketch yung ano magiging itsura ng lote na to, ganyan siya. This example is not included in your notes, so kindly take a screenshot for the problem and the solutions or solution for this problem. Ulitin ko po, itong worded problem na to, hindi po siya included sa notes na in-upload ko. So kindly take a screenshot. So again, ang given sa problem na to ay yung bearings and the distances. So you are required to determine the area. So if I'm going to solve this problem, I need first to sketch or kailangan ko ang illustration ng problem na to. So kung i-illustrate ko itong problem na to, ganyan yung magiging itsura niya. The bearing or forward bearing of line 1 to 2 is 32 degrees 17 minutes southwest. For line 2 to 3, the bearing is south 36 degrees 25 minutes west. 3 to 4, north of 15 degrees 47 minutes west. And 4 to 1, north 73 degrees 7 minutes east. Okay? So, ganyan yung illustration ng aking problem. So, paano ko kukunin yung area ng lote na to? This lot has 1, 2, 4 sides. Hindi ito trapezoid, hindi rin siya rectangle, hindi rin siya rhombus, hindi rin siya parallelogram. Napaka-irregular ng polygon na to. So, I'm going to divide this polygon into geometric shapes para mas madali para sa akin. Now, since far side, ang makukuha ko ditong geometric figure, if I'm going to cut here or I'm going to put a line from 2 to 4, as you can see there in your screen, dalawang triangles ang nakikita ko. But take note in this illustration or in this figure, dito sa may station 3, hindi po iyan right triangle. Okay? So, meron tayo ditong area 1 and meron tayong area 2. To get the total area of this lot, I have to add area 1 and area 2. So, paano kukunin yung area 1 at saka yung area 2? What will I use? Again, di ba, in the previous slides, I have shown you different formulas used to determine the area of a triangle. Now, nasa sa inyo kung anong gagamitin ninyong formula. So, I just want to show you what is my solution for this problem. So, dito sa may point 1, or kay station 1, meron akong bearing na 32 degrees 17 minutes. With my vertical angles, if this is 32 degrees 7 minutes, therefore, 32 degrees 17 minutes din yung nandito kay station 2. Vertical angles tayo. If dito kay station 2, this is 36 degrees 25 minutes. Therefore, I can say this is also equal to 36 degrees 25 minutes. Dito kay station 3, 15 degrees 47 minutes by vertical angles, this is also equal to 15 degrees 47 minutes. The same with station 4 and station 1. Sa station 4, that is 73 degrees 7 minutes. Vertical angles kay station 1, that is also equal to 73 degrees 7 minutes. Okay tayo dito sa may mga vertical angles na pinaglalagay ko. Naawatan tayo diay. So, ang area ang hinahanap ko dito, si area 1 at saka si area 2. As I've said a while ago, bahala kayo kung anong gusto nyong gamitin equation. But for me, I'm going to use Heron's formula. Anyati ko na Heron's formula. The area of a triangle is equal to the square root of S minus A, S minus B, and S minus C. Now, kung usarap dating na equation, let's say, ti A ko ay kat ni 19.95, ti B ni 22.04, and let's say, unknown ko si C. So, if I'm going to use this Heron's formula, I have the value of A, I have the value of B, wala akong value ni C. Masosolve ko si S, Basta alam ko yung value ni C. So, how will I compute for the value of C? Now, again, we've discussed, ay pinakita ko sa inyo kanina yung cosine law. Since side C is unknown, C squared is equal to A squared plus B squared minus 2AB cosine of C. So, in this illustration, I have my side A, my side B, pero wala akong angle C. Ano yung angle C natin? If this is side C, the opposite of that is the angle C. So, ito si angle C. Now, looking at this diagram, how can I solve for angle C? Dito sa may station 1 na to, kung mapapansin ninyo, dito sa side na to, I can solve for angle C. How will I solve that one? Angle C is equal to 73 degrees, 7 minutes, minus 32 degrees, 17 minutes. That is equal to 40 degrees, 50 minutes. Therefore, yung angle C ko, 40 degrees, 50 minutes. Gets tayo, di kastak nga nangala ijay angle C. Okay. So, let's substitute this para makuha ko si side C. So, side C, C squared is equal to A squared plus B squared minus 2AB times cosine of C. Ang lumabas sa calculator ko ay 14.78 meters. Okay, after na nakuha ko na si side C, pwede ko nang ma-solve yung area 1. Wherein area 1 is equal to that equation. So, alakpay lang yung value ni S. S is equal to 1/2 of 19.95 plus 22.05 plus 14.78. So, my S here is equal to 28.385 meters. Substitute this value doon sa may equation ko for area. The value of my area 1 is equal to 143.76 square meters. Tama po ba? Okay. So, after na nakuha ko na si area 1, I can also get area 2. So, for area 2, still I'm going to use Heron's formula. So, wherein my S is equal to 14.89 meters. So, for area 2, ang A ko ngayon ay si 10, my B is 5, and my C is 14.78. So, ang lumabas sa calculator ko for S, that is equal to 14.89. And makukuha ko ngayon yung area 2, which is equal to 8.9 square meters. Hindi pa iyan yung final answer. Kasi di ba, ang hinahanap dito is the total area of the lot. And yung total area ng lote, area 1 plus area 2. So, for the total area, that is A1 plus A2, which is equal to 152.66 square meters. That is the final answer. Therefore, the area of the lot 1, 2, 3, 4 is equal to 152.66 square meters. Any question for this problem? May question po ba? Before I proceed with the next slide. So, kung walang question, before I go to the next slide, try to solve the same problem. Try to solve the same problem, itong problem na to. But this time, ang gamitin ninyong formula for the area, wag niyong gagamitin yung Heron's formula. Try to use the other formulas to determine the area of this lot. Then, try to compare your answer. Sabi ko nga kanina, haan nga gaputatiin mo sa kung ay Heron's formula, you stick with that na Heron's formula mo po sa inyo. As I've said, it is your prerogative what formula you're going to use as long as alam mo kung ano yung pinaglalagay mong mga values. So again, I am not saying na kaputa Heron's formula ti inusar ko, tapno maalak di area, isumot ti usar nyo. Yan. Nasa sa inyo na if you're going to use also the other formulas to determine the area of this triangle. Nagkinawatan tayo ijay, but there are different formulas used to determine the area. Ulit inusar ko lang ikot Heron's formula. But no da kayo ti solve, no padasan nyo ma-solve dito nga problem, try to use other formulas. Usaran nyo di kwa di area is equal to 1/2 of AB sin C, kung nanang kasasay. Padasan nyo mausaran di nga formula, kitaan nyo no, you will arrive with the same answer. Okay? So that is the first method used in determining the area of a certain parcel of land. Another method we are using is the double meridian distance method or yung tinatawag nating DMD. Now, in the DMD, there are 3 rules you have to follow. Rule 1, the DMD of the first course is equal to the departure of the course. Rule 2, the DMD of any other course is equal to the DMD of the preceding course plus departure of the preceding course plus departure of the course itself. Rule 3, the DMD of the last course is numerically equal to the departure of that course but with opposite sign. And the double area is equal to DMD times adjusted latitude. Area is equal to 1/2 of the summation of NDA plus summation of SDA. What do these DMD mean? Paano ba gamitin ang DMD para ma-compute ko yung area ng isang lote? Mas maawatan tayo dito with an example. So for this example, for the given adjusted latitudes and adjusted departures shown in the accompanying tabulation, determine the area of the traverse using the double meridian distance method. Now here, magagamit mo lang si DMD kapag yung inyong latitude at saka departure ay na-adjust na. Diba? This is our topic in the previous chapter. Pag sinabing adjusted yung latitude and departure, dito nyo ina-apply yung napag-aralan natin na compass rule and transit rule. Okay, that is the adjusted departure and latitude. Okay ba tayo dito? Gagamitin nyo lang si DMD kapag na-i-adjust na si latitude at saka si departure. Are we clear on that? Yes. Okay. Before I go to the next slide, question ay just a comment pala doon sa may pinas ninyo sa akin. Nagkataon siguro na yung na-open kong activity, mali kaagad yung adjusted latitude and adjusted departure. You can no longer resubmit your papers. No, anya din na ipasyo. Do not ever try to kumbaga bawigan DJ pas yung papel kanya. Ang kamo na making group di ay basta first file lang nga nakita mali ka agad yung adjusted latitude and adjusted departure. Di ba sabi ko sa inyo, if you take the sum of the adjusted latitude, that should equal to 0. Same true with the adjusted departure, that should equal to 0. Yan. So going back to this, DMD dapat adjusted the latitude kanjay departure before you can use this DMD method to determine or to compute the area of a certain lot. So paano ba isosolve ito? This is my answer for this problem. How did I arrive with this DMD and double area? Eyes on your screen and try to follow my calculation with your calculators and your pens. Let's see. How did I get this value of 9.6892? Sabi doon sa rule number 1 ng DMD, the DMD of the first course is equal to the departure of the course. Ang course na tinatawag dito ay yung line or yung station. So for this one, the course here is line AB. Ang first course natin ay si line AB. First course or first line AB. The DMD of the first line is equal to the departure of the line. So, the DMD of AB is equal to the departure of AB. The departure of AB is 9.6892. Okay? That is rule 1. Rule 2, ang rule 2 para sa mga succeeding courses or succeeding lines. So, the DMD for BC, the DMD of any course is equal to the DMD of the preceding course plus the departure of the preceding course plus departure of the course itself. What do this mean? Ang DMD ni BC is equal to the DMD of the preceding. Pag sinabi nating preceding, yung nauna sa'yo. Okay? Ang naunang line kay BC ay si AB. The DMD of AB is 9.6892. Then, ikunanay dyan, plus the departure of the preceding course, plus the departure ni AB, that is 9.6892. Then, plus the departure of the course. So, plus, ang departure ni BC is 324.2959. That is equal to 3436743. Nagets tayo, no kasanok nga naala, di DMD ni BC? Nagets po ba kung paano ko nakuha ito? Yes. So, same with line CD. No, kung if you try to read again the rules, rule number 3 pertains to your last course. Since line CD is not yet the last course, so rule 2 pa rin tayo. Again, anong sabi sa rule 2? The DMD of CD is equal to the DMD of the preceding course. Ang preceding course ni CD ay si BC. So, the DMD of BC is 343.6743 plus the departure of BC, 324.2959 plus the departure of the course. Ang departure ni CD ay negative. So, that is negative 25.0537. That is equal to 642.9165. Okay? Gets tayo di ay? Since DA is the last course, or DA yung last line, let's read rule number 3. Ang sabi sa rule number 3, the DMD of the last course is numerically equal to the departure of that course, but with opposite sign. So, dapat daw, yung DMD ng last course, equal pa rin siya sa departure. Ang departure natin sa DA ay 308.9314, but pagdating sa DMD, dapat opposite sign na siya. Dito, yung departure ni DA ay negative, pagdating kay DMD, positive. Now, to double check your answer, let's apply rule 2 kay DA. If we try to add 642.9165 minus 25.0537 minus 308.9314. If you apply rule 2 dito kay DA, dapat yung answer ninyo doon sa may last course, pareho lang kapag ginamit nyo si rule 3. That is your checking. Kung pareho sila ng value, tama yung mga pinagsusulat ninyo na value ng DMD. Okay po ba tayo dito? Kung yung computation ng DMD? Okay tayo? Okay. That is DMD. Now, ang concern kasi natin dito is the area. Now, sa DMD, we need to get the double area para makuha natin yung area ng ating lote. And from your notes, ang sabi doon, double area for DMD is equal to the DMD multiplied by the adjusted latitude. So, these are my answers. How did I arrive with these answers? The DMD of line AB is 9.6892 multiplied by the latitude of AB. The latitude of AB is 733.1196 and that is equal to 7103.3424. The double area for BC is equal to 343.6743 multiplied by the latitude negative 22.7368 and that is equal to 7814.0538. The double area for CD is equal to 642.9165 multiplied by the latitude of CD that is negative 476.2605 which is equal to negative 306,195.7337. And lastly, the double area for DA is equal to 308.9314 multiplied by the latitude negative 234.1224 which is equal to negative 72327.7608. After na nakuha natin yung double area, take the sum of all the double areas. That is equal to negative 379234.2059. Daytoy sum nga daytoy, data di nakita yung tatay nga summation of NDA or north double area plus the summation of SDA. To simplify, ito siya. Okay? Okay tayo dito sa ginawa ko sa may double area. Naawatan tayo dihay. Nagets tayo di double area niya? This is not yet the final answer. Since ang hinahanap natin dito is the area itself, so the next process is here. You have to divide the double area by 2 para makuha natin yung total area. So, ang ginawa ko dito, this is the summation of NDA and SDA. That is 379,234.2059. You have to take the absolute value. Awan mo't siguro tinakita yung area nga negative niya. Positive po ang mga areas natin. So, you have to take the absolute value. That is 379,234.2059. I-divide that by 2 to get the total area of your lot, which is equal to 189,670.103 square meters. This is now the final answer. This is the total lot area for the given traverses. That is the second method we use in the computation of area. Again, first is using geometry. Second is the double meridian distance method. Lastly, the method used for the area computation ay yung tinatawag nating double parallel distance method or yung DPD. Parang halos pareho lang ang DMD at saka DPD. This time kasi, ang gagamitin natin hindi na latitude but departure. What do I mean by that? Let's have this example. The same given. Ang given dito ay yung line A, B, BC, CD, DA, at saka yung adjusted latitude, adjusted departure, the length, and the bearing. So how did I arrive with these answers, DPD and double area? Paano ko nakuha itong 733.1196 na ito? Now, using again the rules, let's try to follow the rules indicated there. The rule 1, for the DPD of the first course, that is equal to the latitude of the course. So, ang DPD ni AB, that is equal to the latitude of AB. Ang latitude ni AB ay 733.1196. So, ang DPD ni AB ay 733.1196. For other courses, we're going to use Rule 2. Ang sabi sa Rule 2, the DPD of BC is equal to the DPD of the preceding course. Ang preceding course ni BC ay si AB. So, ang DPD ni AB ay 733.1196 plus yung latitude ni AB, that is 733.1196 plus yung latitude ni BC, that is negative 22.7368, which is equal to 1443.5024. Ang DPD naman ni CD, that is equal to 1443.5024 plus, minus 22.7368. The latitude of CD is negative 476.2605. That is equal to 944.5051. And lastly, DA is the last course. Anong sabi sa Rule 3? The DPD of the last course is numerically equal to the latitude of that course, but with opposite sign. So dito, ang latitude ni DA ay negative 234.1224. Pag sinulat ko na si DPD, magiging positive 234.1224. Now, to double check if this is correct, if I take 944.5051 minus 476.2605 minus 234.1224, that is equal to 234.1224. Dapat pareho yung Rule 3 kapag in-apply mo yung Rule 2. Now, as you can see here, may discrepancy ako na 234.1224. May discrepancy ako na 0.0002. So, if that is the case, 0.0002, negligible DJ na difference. But if the difference is 0.01, agbabalaw ka idyayan, no, 0.01 ti difference mo, masyado nang malaki yun. Again, if your difference is 0.0002 or 0.0001, okay lang yun, negligible DJ. Nung difference mo is 0.01, you have to double check your values kasi baka may mali ka sa may computations mo. Okay? Okay tayo sa may DPD. Naawatan tayo ni DPD. After na nakuha natin si DPD, we can now determine the double area. How did I get the double area? That is equal to the DPD, 733.1196. This time, ang gagamitin natin ay C departure. So, 733.1196 multiplied by 9.6892, which is equal to 7103.3424. The double area for BC, that is equal to 1443.5024 multiplied by the departure 324.2959, which is equal to 46812.91. The double area for CD is equal to 944.5051 multiplied by negative 25.0537, that is equal to negative 2363.3474. Double area for DA, that is 234.1224 multiplied by the departure, negative 308.9314. That is equal to 72327.7608. After na nakuha natin yung double area, again, take the sum of it. Ang lumabas sa calculator ko is 379,234.1442. Again, our concern here is the area. So you have to divide yung 379,234.206. You have to divide that by 2 para makuha mo yung total area ng lote. Yung sagot mo, if you're going to use DMD, pareho lang siya doon sa may DPD. Magkaiba lang sila ng process ng solution, pero they arrive at the same answer. Okay? Okay po ba tayo sa DMD at saka sa DPD? Okay tayo? So again, for today, I have discussed with you the 3 methods in computing areas. First, we used geometry, wherein we divided the lot into different geometric figures, and the DMD and the DPD, or the double meridian distance method and the double parallel distance method.